How much does this hurt the Suns' championship chances?
You remember when he got signed, that Wednesday night, that bombshell drop. We came on the air that Thursday. What were the first words out of my mouth, Skip?
Yeah, if he stays healthy.
Something freak.
This is about as freaky as you get.
I mean, the man is warming up. He's getting ready to warm up. I don't know if he's going to lay the ball up or he's going to dunk it. His ankle goes out from up under him, and boom, this is what happened.
I don't know if there was a slick spot or a wet spot or something. It looked like his feet went out from under.
It did. Skip, it was going to be, look. No, they're not winning no championship without Kevin Durant. Hell no. It was going to be hard for them to win a championship with Kevin Durant. It's impossible. It's going to be impossible. Skip, I don't want to say impossible. There's nothing.
I think you're pretty close to impossible.
How about 99.9?
I would buy that.
Yeah. They got less than a Clorox chance. Clorox is 99.9%.
Yeah.
They got a 99.9% chance they not winning the title.
Yeah. What's Purell supposed to be?
99.9.
Okay.
So, Skip, man, I feel bad. I just feel bad for the man. Because, I mean, he had got into a groove.
Lord,
I mean, it's just like, hell, if you didn't know better that he had played with Book and CP3 his whole career.
It looked like
the way it blended, and Book was having the time of his life because Book was cooking. He's like, oh, y'all gonna put the best defender on him, and I'm gonna get the second or third best defender on me. Oh, I'm about to eat. He dropped 44 last night so easy. And if I'm Skip it, I get it. You know, it was like 7.5 minutes left in the ball game, and Book wanted 50 so bad.
He did.
He wanted 50 so bad. He was trying to hide it like, "Body don't see me, don't see me." They came and got him. But no, Skip, they're not winning no championship. I have no doubt that KD wanted to play, Skip, for the simple fact this was his home debut. They say ticket prices was going for 226% over face value.
Yep.
And now, that man can't catch a break. I mean, he just got back after being out for like 6-8 weeks with a knee.
Yep.
He comes back and he plays, a week, 10 days, and now this? Man, he's probably looking around, man, like I got buzzard look. I mean, Slap Rock must be somewhere in this building or something, because I just can't catch a break. Man, I just feel bad for him. I really do, Skip. And to get this news that this man might be gone for the regular season.
Yep.
No, Skip, they're not winning no title. Now, if he comes back, he's 100%. There's a slight chance. But damn, no. I mean, now they're gonna probably lose some ground in the standings, Skip. Nah, man, this is it hurt their chances. It doomed their chances.
Yep. This is crushing. This is devastating, not only for Kevin Durant, but for the Phoenix Suns and their fans, for NBA fans everywhere, for our show, for everything involved. The whole, everything NBA just suffered. He's one of the greatest players ever, one of the best players in the league,
mm-hmm.
and it revitalized the interest in this year's playoffs when the bombshell dropped that Thursday morning that we were in Phoenix for the Super Bowl, that Kevin Durant is a Phoenix Sun. And it had fairy tale charm to it because it looked like Kevin wanted to go help Chris Paul win a ring that he would deserve. He's, what's Chris now, 37 years of age.
Yeah.
So in the final stages of Chris's career, it felt fairy tale-ish that he could win a ring with a lot of help from KD.
Mm-hmm.
And to your point, he stepped right in like he'd been a Sun forever, like he'd been drafted originally by the Phoenix Suns. It looked like they'd played for 8 or 10 years together. Right out of the box, they win 3 straight road games, the last one at Dallas. And it was one of the best spectator games of the year, and it was a high for the league. And coming off that high, I thought, okay, now they go home, and Phoenix was so excited to have him at home, to your point, that the ticket prices were going through the roof.
Right.
And then I was watching all the other games, the end of the Boston game, and there was something else going on, and I didn't watch the start of the Phoenix game, but I glanced at my phone to see the box score, to see after 3 or 4 minutes how many Kevin had scored. I didn't know this was going on.
Right.
And I look, and he's not in the starting lineup, and I'm thinking, need a day of rest already?
Right.
And then I checked this out.
Right.
it's the most freakish accident injury I've ever seen. Right. I know guys get hurt sometimes in pregame, but they pull something. They step wrong and they pull their hamstring or they pull their groin. He's practicing sort of a warm-up layup.
Yeah.
It's a layup, a lay-in. You know, he's not trying to dunk it. He's just laying it up off the glass. And he goes up, and somehow his feet went out from under him.
It's like he rolled it like over the top of it.
Yeah, he did. And at the very first, I thought, when I saw the video, I thought, oh, that can't be too bad. Whoops.
Yeah.
He must have hit some kind of slick spot.
You see, it's just rolled over the top.
Wrong.
Yeah, it just rolled over the top.
What? He's Kevin bleeping Durant, and you sort of lose your rhythm and your footing, and you roll your ankle on a layup attempt in pregame.
In pregame.
What?
That normally we see an injury like that, Skip, when somebody steps on somebody's foot, and then it rolls over the top. We've seen LeBron James skip it, his ankle bone lay on the ground. And that's like KD's did. KD's little ankle bone is like literally laying on the ground. I mean, on the floor.
Yeah.
And it's, man.
Except I've seen LeBron do that 100 times, and he just bounces right up and he goes on.
But if you look at the other video, Skip, he tries to tighten up his shoes.
Yeah.
They said he finished the workout.
Yeah.
He noticed some swelling, and then boom.
Okay. 4 to 6 weeks, you're doomed.
Yeah.
Hey, 4 to 6 days, you're doomed, because the clock was already ticking on this team, because we're T minus 20 games and counting here.
Yeah, because so what, you're 4 weeks, so basically you're 4 to 6 weeks left in the regular season. You're probably less than 20 games or less, according to who you are, because some teams have 20, some teams have like 16, 17, maybe even 18 games left. So that's going to be really condensed. So, yeah, he's out for the rest of the regular season, Skip. That's what it is. He's out for the rest of the season.
Okay.
And, whew, boy, I dodged a bullet.
Hey.
Because I was going to that game next Wednesday.
Were you?
Yeah, and I had I was about to pay Camry prices.
Whew. Okay.
Thank you, Jesus.
Well, there you go. So the point is, as easy as he's the easiest superstar in the history of this league to play with, but you still need some reps.
Right.
You need some continuity. You need some chemistry building. You can't just step in for a first-round playoff series, especially if they fall in the stand. Who knows how this all sort itself out. But what I hate for the league right now, it's so crushing.
LeBron and KD.
LeBron and KD and Ja, for that matter. I don't know if he's even going to come back at all for the regular season. And Zion. We're going to talk about Zion a little bit later. And Luka. I don't know how bad Luka is. He said, I didn't get hit in the thigh. I pulled something, and it's just been plaguing him until he finally said last night, I just can't go anymore.
Right.
And he told the media after the game, it's not good. What does that mean?
You're talking about five are probably your 10 biggest stars in the NBA.
Yeah. And, I picked the Clippers to win it all, and then they went and got your problem, Westbrook. And I told you I'm off the bandwagon. We're going to talk about them in a little bit, but it's hard for me to ride with them when they're trying to ride with Russ. Last night they rode with him by not riding with him because they just said, you're not going to play in the fourth quarter.
Terrence Mann took it home.
Okay? And Eric Gordon took it home.
They played the point.
Okay? So the point is, I'm out on the Clippers, so it's hard not to be out on the whole West. And finally, Denver, shockingly, inexplicably, loses to Chicago at home by 21, and we'll talk about Jokic and the MVP in a few minutes. But the point is, the whole West seems to be coming backward. It seems to be falling backwards.
But the Nuggets was due for one of these bad losses. I mean, everybody else has one of these bad losses, and they really hadn't had a bad loss in the last 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah. And so they were due one of these bad home losses. Remember Boston? They've had some bad losses. A 28-point lead against the Nets, minus KD and Kyrie.
Yeah. I mean, 2 home losses to Orlando.
Yeah.
And
so everybody was due one of those. But man, KD, bro, I feel bad. I feel bad for him because I wanted to see him. I wanted to see him play because he had looked so good. It was almost like, Skip, when you remember when Randy Moss went to the Patriots.
Yeah.
And it's like him and Brady have been playing together. Like, what? Man, this ain't their first year playing together. If it's their first year playing together, how Brady throw for 5,000 yards? He's never thrown for 5,000 before. How Randy Moss break the record with 23 receiving touchdowns? How? It's just KD goes in there and like, man, I don't need no 20 shots. Just give me like 10, 15 shots. I'll make it work.
So I hark back to my my old school belief of what used to happen in this league, and I'll say it again, somehow Michael Jordan played all 82 games 9 times, and he played 81 games another year and 80 games another year. I don't know how. How do you do that?
Skip, you know, I think the thing is a lot of these guys are coming, they play so much AAU. Skip, you got to realize when you play an AAU circuit, you start playing AAU basketball at 8, all the way through the time you 18, and then you get a year of college. Think about the mileage that you've already put on your body. Michael Jordan didn't want on no AAU circuit. Michael Jordan played high school basketball.
He did. And then he played 3 years at the school you love.
Yes.
3 years at Carolina.
So I think that has a lot to do with why guys' bodies are breaking down, is because they're playing, Skip, they play year-round. You got to travel, and these guys play year-round, and they play sports-specific. They don't give their body a chance to rest. You know, I did play 3 sports, you know, and it helped me in the other sports. But all these guys do is play basketball.
Yep. Well, LeBron has been Iron Man until now, but we're talking about the second most minutes played in the history of the league.
But think about it, Skip. Through his first 15 years, he only missed 71 games.
Yeah, no, I'm saying he's Iron Man.
So basically, he was missing on average 5 games a season. What? That's 5 about 5 games. 5 games.
He played all 82 one time. Right. But still.
But he was always in the 70s.
He was always in the 70s. It still makes me wonder if load management is to the detriment of this league, because it plants seeds in your psyche of, I got to protect myself. I got to protect. I can't. And you're actually telling your subconscious, I could get hurt out here, and then you do get hurt out there. But Kevin Durant is starting to come off as just brittle, just purely. Every time I look up, he's got another something going on. Some kind of bruised knee, sprained knee. Right. Obviously went through the whole Achilles situation. And now that's about as freakish. That just looked like you're playing with 2 left feet. Right. Right?
Man.
Gentlemen, as far as the standings go, the Suns sitting in 4th place in the West. They're 3 games ahead of Golden State. Such an unfortunate incident for KD and the Suns. Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Subscribe here to get the very latest from Skip and Shannon. Plus, go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.